Sports Center Evening Edition. I'm your host, Jason Laster, coach of the Black Ravens. Well, week 4 has come and gone, and we've seen some very surprising upset wins this week, and some not so surprising wins. Later in the show, we're going to talk to the coach of Copperhead's, Nathan Laster, who's coming off a huge win in week 4, and see how his team is doing. Now let's quickly run down some scores from this past week, and let's look at the division to see which division could possibly be the strongest early in the season. Well, in my opinion, the Western Division looks like to be the strongest, with 2 teams that are 3-1, and we have 2 teams that are 2-1 in that division. But keep in mind, it's still early in the season, and anything can happen. Moving on now to some scores from week 4 of play. The Killer Bees got a big win this week over the Black Ravens, 134 to 112.5. Top scorer for the Killer Bees was Tony Romo with a score of 32 points. The other top scorer for the Black Ravens was Brett Favre, who had an amazing game with 45 points. The Green Hornets this week take out Allen's Bombers 86.8 to 73.7 in a close one. Top scorers in this game were Santana Moss for Allen's Bombers and Adrian Peterson for the Green Hornets. The Bomb Squad blew out the Jedi Knights in week 4, 108 to 54.2. The top scorers in this game were David Garrard for Bomb Squad with 25.5 points and Aaron Rodgers for the Jedi Knights with 13.4 points. The Motor City Madmen edge out the Bean Station Mud Dogs in a close one, 98.2 to 92.4. Leading scorers in this game were Jay Cutler for the Madmen, who put up 21 points, and Steven Jackson for the Mud Dogs with 24.8 points. And now moving on to the upset win of the week, the Tennessee Copperheads knock out the Supermen 118.4 to 89.1. Leading scorers in this game were Drew Brees with 34.3 points for the Copperheads, and Kurt Warner with 18.8 points for the Supermen. Who would have thought the Supermen would lose to an 0-3 team in week 4 of play? Well, Coach Laster thought it was possible at the beginning of the week. Now let's go live to him, and we'll get his thoughts and reactions to the huge victory for his team this week. Now we go live to the great state of Tennessee to talk live with the coach of the Tennessee Copperheads, Coach Nathan Laster. Thanks for joining us on Sports Center Evening Edition. First of all, congratulations, Coach Laster, there on your first win of the season over the 2007 champions, the Supermen. And that first win comes in week 4 of play over a very good, strong Superman team. The first question we have for you this week is, how does it feel to finally silence the critics and all the media attention surrounding your team this season with your first win?
Well, once again, I want to say thanks, Coach, for asking me to be on the program this evening. Great win for the Copperheads this week. And of course, this team believed all week, talking with some of the players, that they had what it takes to knock off the Supermen. Of course, we're playing the Supermen at just the right time. Bye weeks, no doubt, was a factor. Even some of these players just wasn't hot. So we're sending out a message that we can compete with some of the other elite teams there in the league. And we're bound and determined to get this program turned around and back on track once again. No doubt we're taking a lot of heat for some of the coaches out there around the league and even some of the fan base. But after this big win over the Supermen, I think we're sending out a message here that this team is for real. And of course, once again, a knockout blow for the Supermen this week. This team is ecstatic, and we look to continue our streak next week with another win.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time there to join us on Sports Center Evening Edition. We look forward to seeing you, Coach Laster, in week 5 on the field with your team. We hope that hot streak also continues for you right on into the weeks to come.
Thanks again, Coach, for having me on the show.
Take it easy, and we'll see you next time, Coach Laster.